What's up, Chad? It's day 35. Let's get into it. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Hit the wrong thing, Chat.
Resurgence. Stay alive till time expires to secure redeployment. Enemy dropping reloading that. I got dead.
Of course, dude. But if I opened that chest, they would have probably gave me a sniper. What?
Returning you to the front. Earn this.
It's so much fun. I don't know why this isn't picking up. There we go.
Yeah. Loading rebirth, sun rising on the scope. Heartbeat steady in my faith, my hope. High ground vision, see it clear like truth. Every pull of the trigger, gotta move with proof. They chasing kills, I'm chasing purpose. Sniper on lock, but my soul stays service. Cross on my chest, crosshair on the lane. If I miss a shot, I still praise his name. Silence in the wind when I hold my breath. Life more than a win, more than KD stats. From the gulag to grace, yeah, I've been brought back. Saved by the blood, can't cap that fact. One shot, one call, hit a gospel ring. From the tower top, let the truth beam. I don't just snipe, I testify. King on the throne, yeah, Jesus reigns high. Scope on the fight, Bible in my heart. Even in the dark, that's where light starts. War zone loud, but my soul stay calm. Covered by grace, yeah, I'm in God's arms.
Resurgence. Survive the timer to secure redeployment. Earn points to speed up the countdown.
Wait.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
I'm hit. Inserting armor. Inserting armor. Switching mags. Inserting armor. Inserting armor.
Excuse me, chat.
Loading new mag. Inserting armor.
Take. Like $100, and I think they'll buy it.
You've got a loadout drop inbound. You've got gas moving in. Bounty targets are up. Get after them.
Under fire. Inserting armor. Inserting armor.
Loadout drop.
Inserting
heading your way.
armor. I'm hit.
Dude, like, how?
Targets evaded. Bounty contract been pulled.
Oh, it was a completely different kid.
Back in the
We'll
AO.
get another chance. Weapons free.
Taking
Dude. Get out of here, you bozo. Oh, shit.
Resurgence. Survive the countdown to earn redeployment. Secure kills to speed up the time.
No.
Reloading mag.
Positive
Inserting
ID on
armor.
the bounty target. Hunt them down.
Let's see.
Broke their armor. Switching mags. Inserting armor. Loading new mag. Unload their armor. Reloading mag. Unload their armor. Inserting armor. Fuck, that was close. Switching mags. I broke their armor. I broke their armor. Inserting armor.
All bounty targets are KIA.
Loading new mag.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Gas is closing in.
UAV standing by. Establish UAV above. Broke their armor.
UAV is zero fuel. Returning to base.
Just working the
Dude,
finish up.
who the freak?
Let's get to work.
Stand by for redeployment. Loadout drop headed your way.
Inserting armor. Loading new mag. Switching mags.
Twenty-five are still active.
I'm hit.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Reloading mag. Inserting armor. Under fire.
Two-
Back in the AO.
Vengeance. You're redeploying.
Inserting armor. I broke their armor. I like a challenge.
You're losing ground. Moving.
I broke their armor. Loading new mag. Inserting armor. Switching mags. Reloading mag.
But like, that's so crazy, dude.
Get ready. You're redeploying.
Grab their armor. Loading new mag.
You were 1 of 25 remaining. We lost that one, but we'll get...
La 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 la.
Timer to secure redeployment. Earn points to speed up scouting. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Switching mags. Inserting armor.
What do? I thought I heard an audio cue on my left.
Back in the AO.
Go get your revenge. Enemy airstrike in the area.
Inserting armor.
them all. Enemy dropping into the AO.
I'm hit.
Brother, like,
Let's get to
Back
work.
on station. Go get after it.
Inserting armor. Reloading mag.
Gas is inbound.
Taking fire. Inserting armor. Switching mags.
Bounty targets identified. Weapons free.
Inserting armor.
Enemy soldier incoming.
I broke their armor. Final mag.
You've got a loadout drop.
dude. Well, I've had that want me back up the stairs.
Back in the
Get
air.
ready. You're redeploying.
Loading new mag. Inserting armor.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. "25 remain. Solid work so far."
Grab the armor. Inserting armor. Reloading mag.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
I broke their armor. Switching mags. Under fire.
Dude, get through the window, you stupid character! Like, I'm literally pressing A. The frick?
Deploying. Gas is moving.
Dude, why is he in here, dude?
Surgeons. Stay alive till time expires to secure redeployment. More points you earn, the faster that clock ticks.
Inserting armor. Loading new mag.
Enemy soldier incoming.
I broke their armor. Inserting armor. Reloading mag. Loading
Enemies
new
are
mag.
dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
You're a dead man, Put. I got 10.
Losing ground. Moving.
Back in the
Stand
AO.
by for redeployment. Enemy soldier incoming.
Inserting armor. Switching mags. Reloading. Let's get to
You're
work.
getting another chance. Weapons free. Friendly loadout drops on
Inserting
the
armor.
way. Enemies dropping into the AO.
Broke their armor. Back in the AO.
Returning you to the front. Earn this. Only 25 left. Keep up the good work.
Taking fire. Inserting armor. Inserting armor. I broke their armor. to work.
Go get after it.
I'm in. Healing. Inserting armor.
Inbound.
Back in the AO.
Go get your revenge.
Incoming lethal.
Enemy
Inserting armor.
soldier incoming.
Loading.
25 remain. They hit us hard that time. Dust yourself off, regroup, and get back out there.
Be right back, chat. I'm back, chat.
Resurgence. Survive the countdown to earn redeployment. Secure kills to speed up the timer. Enemies are dropping into the area. Guys.
Lost man.
But that's so crazy, bro. Like,
Changing max.
this is so dumb.
Let's get to work.
Returning you to the front. Earn this. Enemy precision airstrike. Find cover. Freeze only.
So dumb, bro.
drive the timer to secure redeployment. Earn points to speed up the countdown. Enemy soldier
Inserting
incoming.
armor. Taking fire. Reload. Inserting armor.
Loadout drop headed your way.
UAV available for tasking.
TACOM, I need eyes overhead. Grenade out. Switching mags. Inserting
Enemies
armor.
are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Mission timeline expired. UAV exiting the AO.
Excuse me?
I'm hit. Inserting armor.
Gas is moving.
I broke their armor. Who saw that? Loading new mag. Under fire. Inserting armor. Switching mags.
Just got a loadout drop inbound.
Back your body, UAV.
UAV standing by.
Establish UAV above.
UAV available for tasking.
Priority tasking request received. We're a dot.
Only 25 remain.
TACOM, I need eyes overhead. Sending frag. I'm in.
Dude.
Back in the
You're
AO.
getting another chance. Weapons free.
Taking fire.
Why are you camping,
Still
bro?
standing.
Look at you.
Resurgence. Stay alive till time expires to secure redeployment. More points you earn, the faster that enemy dropping into the AO.
Inserting armor. Reloading mag. Broke their armor. Switching mags. Loading new mag.
That's crazy, bro.
Reloading mag.
LDPR salvo ready for launch.
16 rounds, out.
Stuck him with a tracker.
Watch the skies.
Target mark.
Precision
Send
airstrike
it.
ready for tasking.
Copy that. Longbow 3-1 is on station. Strike inbound. Good effect on target.
Reloading
Got gas
mag.
moving in.
Switching mags.
There's always a kid tower, I swear.
Under fire. I'm down. Let's get to work.
Stand by for redeployment.
Inserting armor. Light up. Loading new mag. Inserting armor. Inserting armor. Okay, back at it.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Reloading mag.
That's, dude, that is crazy. Like, look at this, dude. Dude, it's like I'm barely hitting these kids.
Back in the AO.
Engine. You're redeploying.
Switching mags. I'm hit.
Dude,
Took that one, but we'll get them back.
it's so stupid. Free me.
Resurgence. Survive the countdown to earn redeployment. Secure kills to speed up the timer.
Inserting armor.
LDBR awaiting targeting data.
Inserting armor. Broke their armor. Under fire. Inserting armor. Loading new mag.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Using pinpoint.
Alright. Pick up the loadout. Frick.
Frag thrown.
Gas is closing in.
Time of flight 5 seconds. Out. Target grid empty. Negative BDA.
Whoa, like, why can't I move the stick? Just yank.
Let's
Loadout
get to
drop
work.
headed your way. Get ready. You're redeploying.
Inserting armor.
Enemy dropping into the area.
Broke their armor. Inserting armor. Reloading mag. Taking fire. Inserting armor.
25 are left. Stay sharp out there.
Inserting armor. Inserting armor. Switching mags. armor. Loading new mag.
You're losing ground. Move it.
Reloading mag.
UAV standing by.
Establish UAV above. Under fire. Payment accepted. Inserting armor. Switching mags.
UAV is bingo fuel. Returning to base.
That's fine. Inserting armor. Reloading mag. Loading new mag.
Resurgence window is ending.
Oh, wait,
Watch your
this
six.
parcel.
Enemy soldier incoming.
TACOM, I need
UAV
eyes
available.
overhead.
Tasking.
Reloading mag.
Gas is closing in.
I broke their armor.
10 remaining. Keep pushing.
Taking fire.
Priority
Inserting
tasking
armor.
request received. We're a dot.
What? Dude, I'm crouched.
Back in the AO.
Enemies are dropping in. Side.
Dude, that's crazy. Ah, fucking this, dude.
Inserting armor. I broke their armor. I'm in. Inserting armor.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Under fire. Inserting armor. Loading new mag. Inserting armor.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
What the? I can't with this game, though.
Let's get to
Back
work.
on station. Go get after it.
The amount of dumb crap that I died to.
Inserting armor.
You've got gas moving in. Enemy soldier incoming.
Final mag. Switching mags. Shock charge online. Priming Claymore. I broke their armor. Lost mag. Taking fire. Inserting armor. I broke their armor.
Loadout drops on the way.
Brother. Seriously, like.
Back in the
Get
air.
ready. You're redeploying. Defeat is only a mindset. Shake it off and keep pushing.
Dude, leave the stupid game. It was switching to reactions chat. Give me a second. Oh, where the flip's the playlist at? Okay. That one. Oh, love when it doesn't freaking work, dude. Give me a second, chat.
Of Bigfoot.
There we go. Stupid thing.
And the sad part is, we'll likely never know, unless some more information comes out or more footage that makes the video longer and we can see better. But for now, we'll just have to wait and see. If any other information comes out, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. So stay tuned, and on to the next clip. This newer Bigfoot trail camera capture is crazy. It was originally taken in 2019, but hasn't been seen much at all. The man reportedly had trail cameras set up in the forest near his home. Like you'd expect, his cameras were for wildlife and game, but this was the last thing he'd ever expect to capture on it. A very odd and eerie looking humanoid figure is seen. It's dark and skinnier, covered in hair. It has a domed head, a strange hunched posture, and long arms stretching down unnaturally long. According to the uploader, the creature was about 6 to 7 feet tall. Apparently, some investigators took a look at the image and determined it didn't quite resemble a bear or an ape. Here are some enhanced versions of the picture as well. The experts also stated that the subject has no visible snout, and its arms are too long to be any kind of animal we know that lives in the area. Some people claim this doesn't look like a Sasquatch though. However, while Bigfoot is often imagined as one single type of creature, tall, hairy, and ape-like, eyewitness reports actually describe a wide range of appearances. These differences depend on the location, lighting, distance, and the storyteller's perspective. Some reports sound almost human, while others describe something far more primitive or animal-like. So, in conclusion, Bigfoot sightings vary widely, from dark and ape-like giants in the northwest to slimmer, reddish swamp dwellers in the south. Some are calm and some are curious, while others are loud or aggressive. These differences could come from environment, evolution, or simple human perspective. But across all stories, the image of a tall, strong, intelligent, and mysterious forest dweller remains the heart of what people recognize as Bigfoot. This Bigfoot footage comes from Salt Fork State Park. A father and son were camping at the Ohio park, when eventually the father would spot something strange in the woods. It was dark and the sun was setting, but he still tries to do his best to film what he's seeing. We see an upright creature covered with brown hair. It walks by, easily making its way up the side of the hill. It walks quickly but effortlessly. The father and son reportedly left the campsite right after this encounter, not wanting to camp there anymore.
I bet they did.
They were shaken up and scared of what could happen next, so focusing on their safety, they left for good. The man would eventually upload his footage to YouTube, trying to get some answers from online viewers.
What if you could add a PSA 10 Tom Brady rookie card to your collection in
Don't
seconds?
care.
The video was also enhanced. They upped the brightness, zoomed in, and stabilized the footage to give us the best look at what they saw that night. Salt Fork has become one of the best known Bigfoot hotspots in the Midwest. Locals and visitors have been telling stories of strange encounters there for decades. Since the 1980s, there have been dozens of reported sightings, with some estimates claiming over 35 separate incidents inside or near the park's boundaries. People say they've seen tall, hairy figures walking along ridges or near back roads, heard deep howls and wood knocks, or found large footprints in the mud along trails. Some reports even mention a strong musky odor or glowing eyes at night. These are details often associated with Bigfoot, or the local known version, the Ohio Grassman. So is the Ohio Grassman lurking in the Salt Fork State Park? And is this here some real footage of it? We can't say for sure, but many believe. Let me know what you all think in the comments down below. Now, if you love Bigfoot and cryptids, you'll definitely love this new clip. Allegedly, an outdoorsman was out hiking, enjoying nature this day, when he located a strange animal he couldn't believe he was seeing. It was like some kind of mix of a lion and an eagle, a griffin.
That's fake.
Now, the video posted on October 27th, 2025 is quick, but it looks very realistic. This mythical looking creature was just walking through the clearing. It walks by, turns and looks at the filmer, then continues on its path. Now, how the hell could a creature like this be real? Well, the griffin is a legendary creature that combines features of two powerful animals, the lion and the eagle. It usually has the body, tail, and back legs of a lion, symbolizing strength and courage, and the head, wings, and front talons of an eagle, representing sharp vision and dominance of the sky. In mythology, the griffin is seen as a guardian of treasure and a symbol of power, majesty, and protection. It's one of the oldest known mythical beasts, appearing in art and stories for many ancient civilizations. But could it somehow truly exist? Or is it simply just a creature of folklore, and this is just a hoax and too good to be true? Many are torn between this one. I personally would love if this video was real, but I can't say for sure. The following Bigfoot video comes from a hiker. Reportedly, the hiker was out birdwatching, an activity he would do a lot, especially in this area. He was in a forest located near the Tennessee and Georgia border. This all originally occurred on April 21st, 2013. Even though it came from over 11 years ago, it's still some amazing footage with substantial evidence. Take a look. The innocent bird watcher is now watching something else, something he never expected. A tall and hairy, upright creature walks through the trees while making slight growling noises. It's covered in long, straggly brown hair. According to the uploader, the being was estimated to stand at around 9 feet tall. If this was indeed 9 feet tall, this would debunk the person in a costume theory, which lots of skeptics are claiming for this one. The creature does look pretty realistic though. The way it walks and moves and the definition on its body, this one seems pretty legit. Which is also assured by the witness. He feels like he has no choice but to believe in Bigfoot now. I mean, he witnessed this with his own eyes. Probably the last time he goes bird watching in this forest. Shortly after he recorded this video, he rushed out of the forest, assuming whatever this creature was, it was dangerous. Luckily, the man was able to escape with his life this day, and not only with his life, but also with a cool and very horrifying story, complete with videographic evidence.
Do you support Israel and the Jewish people? Now, more than ever, Israel needs
Alright, it's time for today's nature clip, and this one is everyone's worst nightmare. A man was out camping in early September of 2025 when he awoke to something terrifying. A pack of bears ripping through his tent as he just lays there inside.
This is why you carry a pew
Two
pew
bears
in
were
the
seen trying
woods.
to rip through his tent, almost ignoring the man inside. It's assumed they were hungry and looking for food. If that really is the case, then this man is insanely lucky, because hungry bears usually will eat anything they could get their hands on, their paws on. And they could have easily got their paws on him. But even though the video cuts off and doesn't show it, he does escape. It's unknown if the bears eventually just left him alone or if he had to scare them off, but somehow he escapes completely unharmed. These are brown bears, or grizzly bears, which are known to be aggressive towards humans at times. They're also known for their massive build, muscular shoulders, and thick fur that can range from light tan to almost black. Adult males can weigh from 400 to over 1,000 pounds, depending on where they live and how much food they have. They have a distinct hump of muscle over their shoulders, which helps them dig and gives them incredible strength. They are omnivores, meaning they eat both plants and animals, and we have to include humans in their diets, by the way. But anyways, this man got very lucky this day. Definitely one of the closest encounters I've covered here on my channel. And like I say often, be safe out there. Whether it's Bigfoots or bears you have to look out for, always be prepared.
Alright, now we're
Alright, I
gonna
think that's
watch
gonna be it for today's
top
video. I
10
hope you
West
guys-
Virginia.
Welcome back,
urban
everyone,
legends.
to Most Amazing Top 10. After a lot of demand from you guys, we have decided to start doing urban legends on individual US states. Today, we have chosen to start with West Virginia. There's two reasons for that. One, why not? And two, the next Fallout game is set there, and it contains a lot of West Virginia urban legends. So, whether you want a sneaky insight into what that game will involve, or you're just excited for another video in this series, let's see if you can all handle these stories. My name is Danny Burke, and this is the top 10 scary West Virginia urban legends. We're jumping right into the deep end with our number 10, the Mothman. Let's go back to November 12, 1966. 5 men were digging a grave at a cemetery in Clenadin when they claimed they saw a man-like figure fly out of the trees and over their heads. 3 days later, 2 young couples from Point Pleasant told police they saw a large creature with red glowing eyes in their car headlights. They described it as a large flying man with 10-foot wings. It was following them near an old World War II munitions plant. The legend of the Mothman was born. In the days after, more people reported seeing him. 2 firemen described it as a large bird with red eyes. About 90 miles away, a man from Salem said he saw a creature in the back of his barn with 2 red circle eyes like bicycle reflectors. For the next year, everyone was on edge, expecting to see the Mothman swooping down on them at any moment. Then, on December 15, 1967, the Silver Bridge collapsed in Point Pleasant, resulting in the deaths of 46 people. Now, engineers blamed a defect in the suspension chain. Others said the Mothman sightings had something to do with it. As the years went by, experts tried to explain away all the different sightings, saying it was hallucinations or sleep paralysis. The Mothman story went cold for about 50 years. Then, in November 2016, WCHS TV published a photo from an anonymous man that people claimed was the Mothman. See for yourself what you make of this famous urban legend picture. If you're excited to play the next Fallout game, it might not be that long till you meet the Mothman for yourself. Next up at number 9 now, we have the snarly
Yow. Some call this the vanishing dog, the black dog, or even the dog fiend. Whatever people in West Virginia call it though, this phantom dog has been seen by a lot of people. It's described as large,
Yeah,
black,
I've never heard
teeth-baring,
of this.
appearing in front of people's cars on the dark mountain roads, but when they hit it and get out to check, the dog has disappeared into thin air. It was first sighted in the early 1800s, where it would chase people on horseback, in carriages or donkey carts. It has continued this habit into modern times, only now it can be seen keeping pace with cars going at 55 miles per hour. If be told, locals don't really know how fast this thing can actually go. Although many people have reported seeing the creature, it has never actually harmed anyone as of yet. This kind of unnerves some people though, who worry, what does it really want from the people it terrorizes? Moving on to number 8 now, we have the sheep squatch. This one is also known as the white creature, a monster said to roam the Kanawha Valley. It's been described as a bear with the shape of a dog, if you can imagine that. It has huge saber-like fangs. Its wool is a dirty white color, hence the sheep part of its name. Despite its lumbering appearance, the creature is fast, moving at lightning speed. Perhaps what's most creepy is its tendency to switch from 4 legs to 2 when it moves, making it seem very human-like. Their screams in the night have been compared to the sound of someone being murdered. Then there are the attacks. Here's where things get really weird. People always say that the creature jumps on them like a wolf, sinking its teeth right into their flesh, making them howl out in pain. But then, when the attack is over, they look down to find there is not a single mark on their body. That's better news than an actual mortal wound, I guess, but most people who have seen the sheep squatch hope to never again. Next up at number 7 now, we have the Flatwoods Monster.
Heard of
Some also call
this.
this the Green Monster or the Phantom of Flatwoods. The legend of it began in 1952 after a group of children claimed they saw a UFO crash behind a hill not far from the town. They went out and told Kathleen May, a local hairdresser, who came with them to inspect the crash site. From the top of the hill, they saw a pulsing red light. Then their flashlights landed on what they described as a man-like figure with a round red face surrounded by a pointed hood-like shape. They said he was 10 foot tall. His eyes emitted greenish orange light. His body was dark green in color. Kathleen May said it had small claw-like hands and a head that resembled the ace of spades. According to the group, it made a hissing sound as it approached them. One of the kids dropped the flashlight in fear and they all fled the scene. Some have said the sighting was nothing more than a common barn owl, but many in the town believe it to be true. Even the welcome sign says Flatwoods is the home of the Green Monster. Next up at number 6 now, we have the Grafton Monster. As the name might suggest, this comes from the old railroad town of Grafton. There may not be room for a mysterious creature among the many buildings
My
and houses
hometown
there, but the
Krypton.
place is surrounded by dense woodland, and that's where locals say the Grafton Monster lurks. Ever since the 1960s, people have reported seeing a man-like creature resembling Bigfoot or the skunk ape. They say it stands between 7 and 9 feet tall.
Okay,
and its
that is
cloak
the
in pale
wrong
skin
image
is
to
slick
show.
the touch, kind of like a seal or dolphins. Local farmers report it the most, saying it tears down their fences and strips their trees of fruit. Those who have got close enough described it as being able to run extremely fast and having a foul
That
odor.
looks nothing like it
Strange
either.
description, although rarer than the rest, is that the Grafton Monster is headless. Others say witnesses are mistaken and it only appears headless because it tucks its head low to its chest. Some say you'll know it's near when it lets out a low whistle through the trees. Next up now at number 5, we have the Bunny Man. This one sounds cute, right? You guys might have thought we were taking a
never
quick
heard of
scary
this one
halfway through the
either.
video. Or no, it's just getting worse. The Bunny Man legend began with 2 incidents in Fairfax County in 1970. The first
Especially not in
Force
West
Cadet
Virginia.
Robert Bennett and his fiancée. On October 9th, the couple were returning from a football game around midnight. They parked up to visit a relative when out of nowhere, a figure ran up to the back of their car and smashed the front passenger window in. They looked up to see a man in a white suit with long bunny ears. The Bunny Man screamed that they were on private property and trespassing. The couple sped away and later found a hatchet that was used to smash the window on the floor of their car. 10 days later, a construction man called Paul Phillips was on the same road. He approached a man standing on the porch of an unfinished home. He described him as wearing a grey, black and white bunny costume. The Bunny Man began chopping at a porch post with a long-handled axe, saying, "All you people trespass around here. If you don't get out of here, I'm going to bust you on the head." The police investigation was closed due to the lack of evidence, but more than 50 other people came forward claiming to have seen the Bunny Man, many of them on that same stretch of road. Even to this day, locals have reported seeing freshly skinned rabbit carcasses hanging from the overpass of what is now known as Bunny Man Bridge, a sure sign that this axe-wielding fiend is nearby, waiting to bust you on the head. Next up at number 4 now, we have Mamie Thurman. On June 22nd, 1931, the body of a young woman was found slain near the town of Rogan. Her neck was broken, her throat cut from ear to ear, and she had been shot twice in the head at close range. The motive or culprit was a complete mystery. The whole town was shocked. A local handyman was convicted of the crime, but there was still a lot of questions. Her death certificate states that she was buried in Logan Memorial Park. Her funeral home records said her body was transported to Kentucky. However, the cemetery in Kentucky has no record of her interment. One night after her funeral, it was also said that a local businessman paid $1,000 to move her body to a different location altogether. To this day, it remains a mystery where exactly she was buried. According to local folklore, many claim that her ghost now wanders the hills, searching for the person who took her life, as the handyman was not to blame. Others said she waits on that same road, waiting for justice. Many have seen her there, saying she hitchhikes with truck drivers only to vanish into thin air. People who park on the hill say they felt her push the car up. Nice, but no thanks. Next up, number 3 now, we have Screaming Jenny. The story goes like this. Along some
Never heard of
West
this
Virginia,
either.
there was some abandoned old storage sheds. The poor had moved in there to escape the harsh winters. A sweet woman called Jenny lived there. She had fallen on hard times, never had enough to eat, and the small fires barely kept her alive. Still, she did everything she could to help those around her. On one cold autumn evening, she sat shivering over her fire when a spark flew out and lit her wool skirt on fire. She was so busy eating her broth that she didn't notice until the fire began to scorch right down to her skin. She leapt up and threw the broth all over herself, but that didn't stop the fire. She began screaming along the tracks, begging for help as the flames engulfed her whole body. She ran for the nearby train station, hoping someone there could help, but by now she was a glowing inferno, a ball of fire that looked barely human. In her pain and confusion, she didn't see the train rounding the curve ahead of her. Her scream stopped as the train mowed her down. The station crew found her dead, still burning. They put her out, gave her a funeral, and buried Jenny in the local graveyard. She was quickly forgotten. Then, a month later, another train was rounding the curve on the tracks when it hit another screaming ball of fire. The crew expected to see another mangled body burning, but this time, there was nothing there. It's been that way ever since. Train drivers in the area say they still see Screaming Jenny, especially on the anniversary of her death. It seems she's locked in an eternal loop, still desperate for the help she needed in her final moments. Next up at number 2 now, we have the Ogua. Quite simply, the Ogua is a river monster.
Never
It's
heard
said
of
to lurk
this.
in the waters of the Monongahela River in Marion County. Its legend goes back to Native American tribes who lived along the riverbanks there many years ago. It's said to be a serpentine creature of up to 500 pounds in weight, with a reddish-brown color and deadly razor-sharp teeth. It's also amphibious and has been known to clamber onto land if it needs to. It stays hidden in the waters during the day, coming onto land at night to hunt for prey. Apparently, it even hunts deer. Yeah, fully grown deer. It waits along their paths and then thrashes them into submission with its tail before dragging them into the river to devour. Of course, if it can bring down a deer, it wouldn't have much trouble with a human. Some people don't even go near the places where it's sighted, at least not alone. And finally, number 1 now, we have Droop Mountain. On this mountain, there was once a very fierce battle during the American Civil War. Many lost their lives, and the blood spilled that day is said to have soaked into the very mountain itself, changing it forever. They say the cries of war still linger on Droop Mountain, forever.
Yeah,
lost in
never
time.
heard of
Visitors
this.
have reported that something just feels off when you're up there. At night, there is no mistaking it at all. One woman who was raised beside the mountain reported seeing a man standing up on the old battlefield. His body glowed in the darkness, and to her astonishment, he had no head. Whenever they shone a light on him, he disappeared. Another time, the woman was walking with her husband and cousins when the whole group stopped in their tracks. Up there again on the old battlefield was a transparent soldier on his horse. The soldier seemed to notice them before turning away and vanishing into the trees. Even skeptics have reported seeing the figure of a headless man drifting along. Those who have got close say he is wearing a Confederate uniform. Now others say his head isn't actually missing, it's just been shot off. To be honest, I'm not really sure which one of those is scarier. But either way, don't think I'd head up Droop Mountain at night by myself. But I don't know. Would you? Would you want to visit any of the places we've talked about today? Maybe you guys have already, especially those of you from West Virginia.
Where do we
One
live
state
in one of
down,
the places?
49 more to go. Which one shall we go to next on our scary urban legends road trip? West Virginia is going to be a hard one to beat, I think. Let me know. Thanks for watching. As always, guys, my name is Danny Burke, and I will see you all in the next one.
Alright, shit. think that's gonna be it. But before I get off, I'd like to share this. When the time is right, either wood will make it happen. Isaiah 60:22. Hope you have a blessed night. I'll probably live right on today.